Welcome, everyone, to Enlightened World Network. Today, we have a wonderful host with us, Erin Copeland, who will be offering a Christmas meditation that brings in the light. Hi, Holly. Welcome.
Hi, Sue. Thank you. I'm so delighted to be here on Christmas. This is really wonderful.
Thank you. It's really special for us to have you here. And if you like, you can share a little bit about our meditation today.
Yes, well, thanks. So, in honor of Christmas, we are going to do a meditation and sound healing I call Welcoming the Light. So, I'm really going to be focusing on bringing in light and joy and peace and those elements through sound, through meditation, through essential oils, through tuning forks. And yeah, some little surprises along the way.
Okay, great. So we're ready whenever you are if you'd like to get started.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Let's get into it then. So, hello, everybody, again. I'm truly honored and delighted to be here with you on this very special day of Christmas. And I just extend all of my Christmas wishes and love to each and every one of you, wherever you are in the world. So I'm so excited you're here. And I want to support you and support all of us to drop ourselves into a place of peace and love and joy, that we can bask in that for the next about half hour together, that we may be that beacon of light that the world needs, for our family, for our friends, for ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm actually going to begin by bringing in some frankincense and myrrh, and these are here with me, and I'm going to share the benefits of this with all of you. If you have frankincense and myrrh right handy, then I invite you to go get it and adorn yourself with me. Otherwise, I'm going to do it for you. These sacred scents that the three wise men brought in honor of Christmas: frankincense, myrrh, and gold. And one of the bowls that I'm going to use with you today is the Pink Aura Gold Bowl. So I'm actually going to start there with us in this meditation. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now as we begin this journey in sound and scent and going within into this place of joy and peace. And as you hear the sound, I invite you to begin to take some long, slow breaths into the belly. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And really let yourself land here. You've taken the step to turn on this meditation and join us. So now bring your whole self here, giving yourself permission to set aside whatever things you might need to do. And really let this meditation and this sound nourish you at every level, in every cell, in every tissue, in every organ. Now breathe into your heart space a breath of love. With an audible sigh out of your mouth. Just letting it all go. today we welcome in all beings of love and light to join us. We welcome in guides, welcome in your ancestors, your elders, welcoming in archangels, ascended masters, and of course, welcoming in especially today Jeshua or Christ energy, welcoming in Mary Magdalene and Divine Mother Mary. And feel these beings surrounding you in a circle of golden light. And as we celebrate today the birth of Christ, allow yourself to celebrate your own birth, your own appearance here on earth too, with the Christ energy. And Christ's message was a message of deep love for all beings, and for us that begins at home. That begins with falling in love with yourself, with knowing that you matter, that you are here for a reason, that you have a beautiful song to sing and share with the world, that yours is a life of meaning and value and purpose. So as we celebrate the birth today of Christ, let yourself celebrate your birth along with his. And for a few minutes, let yourself rest in this goodness of your arrival here. Simply breathing that in and out of your heart space. Allow the sound to move through your body, touching every cell. Give your body permission to take in the sound at an even deeper level. Like grace washing through your body. And resist the urge to do anything. Simply allow the sound to penetrate all the density. And now, as the sound fades out, let's announce the arrival, the birth of creation together. The first sound it said was Om. So let's make the Om sound together to celebrate this arrival of you, of Christ, of the earth, of all life in this incredible, beautiful universe we live in. And as when you do this Om, invite you to do it through your heart space, letting it penetrate and then shine out through your heart. Okay, we'll do 3 of these together. Taking a nice big inhale. And just resting in the sacred silence that follows. This is the sound of coherence. Gently resting your attention on the sound as it moves through your field of awareness. So awareness is still, and this sound is moving through. Practice just allowing all of this to be moving through. Moving through your body however it wants to. My teacher Eileen McCusick calls these two forks the peacemakers. So how perfect for Christmas. So we're going to welcome in all beings. So many are suffering around the world today. And so in acknowledgement of that and holding the flame of sacred light and peace steady, we welcome in whatever dissonance is happening in the field across the earth. And we hold firm like Christ did, standing in love, standing in light. All are welcome. As Rumi said, "Come, come, whoever you are. This isn't a caravan of despair. It doesn't matter if you've broken your vows 1,000 times before. Come, come again, come." Trusting that you know enough. There isn't something else you need to know to be this light. There isn't something else you need to fix to be this light. That this light is ever present and shining within you and within me, within all beings. So open our hearts together in deep trust. Allowing the coherence of sacred sound to bring us home. Notice how this flame of light shows up in you. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a visual, maybe it's a knowing. Just notice what it feels like when the light arrives. That's your signal. It's your unique cue. Bringing forth now the earth resonance fork. I'm going to resonate the space beneath our feet at the earth star, so appropriate. So feel the space beneath your feet, about 10 or 12 inches. That's the earth star, the chakra below our feet, connecting us to ground and earth. So feel that space like beautiful light. Notice what color or shape or feeling it has, however it shows itself to you. And then breathe down into that center. And then breathe down, and below that center, imagining vines reaching down through your legs and feet, through the earth star, wrapping around the crystalline core of the earth and holding you there. Anchoring you in and nurturing you. And then any energies that feel like they're not serving you, just gently send them down through those vines, through your legs, through the earth star, and let the earth compost it. Remembering that it is safe to be here, that you chose this, that you're so welcome. So recommit to the earth star itself. Accepting your mission on earth to be here at this very, very special time, to hold the light for all beings. Honor yourself and all beings who've chosen to be here at this time. I'm bringing a little more stabilization into this earth star because I'm feeling resistance. It feels like people are saying, I'm not sure I really meant it to be here. My stomach feels a little woozy. Yeah, you meant it. You meant to be here. Because really, all of this is calling all of us to fall back in love with the earth, to fall back in love with ourselves. To not be so taken by the illusion that we forget that we chose this and that we're so great. We're meant for this. We wouldn't have chosen it if we knew we couldn't handle it. Yeah? Okay, beautiful. And coming up to the sun star above the head, this time I'm going to use Venus, the energy of love, in the soul star. That we may reconnect to the love that we are, and for our purpose here on earth to transmit love. Beautiful. And then welcoming in the fork Neptune, the symbol of spirituality, of divinity, of the mystery, which is the heart of Christmas in a lot of ways. Transmitting the frequency of sacred divinity across every cell, below the cellular level, through all the DNA. This spark of God consciousness throughout the fabric of our being and our field. And then the beautiful 528. Another sacred frequency of the divine. Frequency of creation. Beautiful, feeling the body relax and settle even more. This poem I'm going to read is from the late beloved John O'Donohue. It's called The Eyes of Jesus. I imagine the eyes of Jesus were harvest brown. The light of their gazing suffused with the seasons. The shadow of winter, the mind of spring, the blues of summer, the amber of harvest. A gaze that is perfect sister to the kindness that dwells in his beautiful hands. The eyes of Jesus gaze on us, stirring in the heart's clay, the confidence of seasons that never lose their way to heaven. This gaze knows the signature of our heartbeat, the first glimmer from the dawn that dreamed our minds. The crevices where thoughts grow long before the longing in the bone sends them towards the mind's eye. The artistry of the emptiness that knows to slow the hunger of outside things until they weave into the twilight side of the heart. A gaze full of all that is still future, looking out for us to glimpse the jeweled light in winter stone. Quickening the eyes that look at us to see through to where words are blind to say what we would love. Forever falling softly on our faces, his gaze plies the soul with light, laying down a luminous layer. Forever falling softly on our faces, his gaze plies the soul with light, laying down a luminous layer. Beneath our brief and brittle days, until the appointed dawn comes, assured and harvest deft, to unravel the last black knot. And we are back home in the house that we have never left. Joining your heart with all hearts. Feeling this beautiful connection in the field with everyone here. And then together, let's just beam that out in light and love into the world. Ever knowing in deep trust that we are not alone, that we do this together, that we are not separate. that together we weave a web of light and love that blankets the planet and all life, and is truly the most important thing we can do, to hold the light for each other, for ourselves, for our loved ones, just as Christ did. Seeing in that we really are no different. We pick up the flame that he left and we carry on. And I thank you all so much for joining me. And to each and every one of you, I wish you the very merriest of Christmases and whatever holiday you are celebrating. I truly, truly am grateful to have shared this time with you. And I'm so grateful to Enlightened World Network for the platform, for the beautiful light work that you do in the world. So thank you. And thank you, Sue, so much.
Thank you, Holly. That was beautiful.
Hmm.
It's
It was
so
my honor to do
interesting
it.
yeah, how over the time of the meditation and the sound healing that my whole reality changed.
Yeah, tell me.
Well, just I could feel like the the energy expanding inside me and around me with each step that we took when we heard certain sounds or if you gave us prompts.
Hmm. Yeah, beautiful. What I'm curious, anything you noticed with the planetary forks that I don't haven't brought them in very much, but I felt inspired today to bring them in to the session.
I I liked when you invited us, you said that we would be still in awareness and let the sound penetrate us.
Hmm.
I don't know if you did that with the forks, but I remember starting to really listen closely after you said that. And there were some forks
Yeah,
that you played.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more we tune in to that, then the more um, we attune our senses to perceiving the subtle energies flowing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened throughout the whole session. Just,
beautiful.
you know, tapping into the sound and then expanding and feeling it in our bodies and just noticing the change of the state of mind as it went along.
Yeah. We
And
really start to see, I mean, tell me if this is your experience, but I really start to see that, like, the thing we call our mind and our experience of thinking and emotions is really so much a product of all the energies flowing in our body, right? This is what I work on with clients. Like, if we're stuck in a place in our body, then, like, that's like we experience, let's say, anger because there's energy stuck in the liver, or, you know, and it's the power of the forks is to get the energy to flow and move. And then the mind all of a sudden starts to calm down and quiet because the energy's flowing. It's not on fire anymore.
yeah, and I heard the mind say, I am me again, as if
Mm,
it had let go of some of the extra energy I was carrying from others or
mm-hmm.
just situations or concerns I had.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good pointing. Like, it's like we pick up, I see an image of like we pick up like things and we keep stuffing them in the suitcase, but they're really not ours, you know? And it's like the sound and the meditation brings us back, lets us, jettison the things that aren't ours out of our suitcase. So we're just carrying what's really ours, you know?
Yeah, the chanting did that too. That was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, chanting's a great way to clear out energy as well.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then you brought in, you brought in helpers and guides and I could really sense different signatures of energy with
Mhm.
the ones that you named.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I could too. I could. Yeah, I very much feel their presence when I call them in. It's
Yeah,
fun.
so that's fun because
Yes,
it's
so fun.
holiday and
Yeah,
we're celebrating the light that's coming through. Is that what we're doing?
that's what we're doing. We're celebrating the light. We're magnifying it and expanding it because the more light there is, then the more we illuminate all those souls who are still, trapped in despair and darkness, and we shine our light on them just like Christ did. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made me feel a lot of gratitude
Mm.
because, it's such a pleasure. It makes you feel better or me feel better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this was one of the things that I really learned on my journey, especially in the last 5 years, was like my despair for the world and sadness about all the suffering wasn't actually helping. That's not like there's a way, and the Dalai Lama is the beautiful mentor on this, to bring in the light and stand for light and love and stand in compassion. Like we're not ignoring, but we are standing in compassion, as and being that and carrying that frequency and vibration to bring all the boats up, to lift them all. You know, that's what the world needs. And so then we get to become that. It also means we get to live in a place of, greater peace and ease and joy and light, which is where each of us seeks to live anyway. But we have to be that first before we can expect others to be that.
Yeah, I appreciate your words as a reminder that we
Mm,
have permission to be in the light and to practice
thank you.
and, expand. And it's a way of serving others as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a beautiful word, permission. Give ourselves permission, because I so agree with you. I think I know in my journey 5 years ago, I hadn't given myself permission. I thought, who am I to have the right to sit in happiness when so many suffer?
Mhm.
You know, and so I was caught in that, I call it caught in the undertow of that trap of I don't get to be joyful because there's too much suffering in the world, and it's it's kind of a way of my showing that I care by sitting in that suffering with them. But that's not actually how the law of the universe works. If we want those people to come out of the suffering, we need to bring them with us to the light, just like Christ did. And that means we have to be that. And you have to give yourself, that means you get to give yourself permission to be that. All the great teachings say that. They all say the same thing, and it's like, how is it that they all say the same thing, and yet we in our little small minds think we know better? It's like
Yeah. Well,
pretty.
I'm grateful to be here with you today and to have this beautiful session and to be with all of you who have tuned in now or in the future. We just are so grateful whenever you join us at Enlightened World Network. We offer daily meditations and all kinds of podcast shows. So please do come back. And if you want to, you can sign up for our newsletter. There's a little link in the text below. So thank you, Holly.
You're
Happy
welcome.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everyone.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. It's been such a delight to see you all. And may I just say, if you want to learn more about the work I do, feel free
Yes.
to find me at heartmindalchemy.com. And I've got a twice monthly group I lead at a very affordable rate. And I do one-on-one work, and I do biofield tuning. So I do personal sound healing work with people that's very powerful. So I would love to support you if you feel called to reach out to me.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. Take care, everyone.
Share. Bye.